Hello Virgo, welcome to my channel, The Mother Speaks Tarot. My name is Allison. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing. Also hit that like button and all the notifications, the bell button for the notifications, and comment, share, all of that. I appreciate it all so very much. Thank you to everyone who has already subscribed. I got 1,000 subscribers finally. In fact, I'm a bit past 1,000 now. I'm just so happy and grateful. Thank you all so much. I will thank you with every video, as I know that this channel would not be what it is today without all of you. So thank you all so much for being here with me. For those of you who are new and don't know, I am an author. I'm writing an action-adventure love story on superhero twin flames. It's called Perception, the Two Yet One. Book 1 here. I read book 1 aloud live on Facebook, and I have uploaded all of those videos for you to enjoy. If you've already read book 1 or watched all of the videos of me reading it aloud, book 2 is already written and published and available for purchase. These are available, these beautiful, very well-made paperbacks are available on Kindle Direct Publishing. They're only $15.99 each plus shipping. If you have Amazon Prime, your shipping will be free. Okay, so everyone, I hope everyone had a very nice St. Patrick's Day last week. I had such a wonderful time with the readings. Such a wonderful time that I decided to continue to use the Forest of Enchantment Tarot. This is, I'm recording this before Saturday, but by the time you see this, it'll be springtime, and I just think the Forest of Enchantment Tarot is still really good to celebrate our spring returning. So I will also continue to use the Karen K Oracle of the Fairies, artwork by Ginger Kelly over here. And I also have a new deck to honor all the flowers, the Botanical Inspiration. This is a wonderful deck. The artist, whose name I can't remember right now, I'm sure I'll find it in here once I start using these, but the artist who painted all these flowers painted Marie Antoinette's garden flowers, as well as Empress Josephine, Napoleon's Josephine, Empress Josephine. So these are beautiful pieces of art in here, and it talks about the language of flowers. So I thought that was very appropriate for the beginning of spring. I will be using, to clarify, if I need to clarify the reading itself, I'll be using my teeny tiny tarot that I got through a miracle. If you would like to hear the story of that miracle, I have it on a video. It's called The Story of My Miracle, February 2021. I have a lot of links down in the description box below. So there's links to purchase my books. There's links to watch the videos of me reading book 1 aloud. There's the link for the miracle. There's a link for my story. There's the links for my Facebook information. And also, if you would like a personal reading, I do offer those. So the information to contact me is in the description box. So with that said, let's get started. I have spring back here again. I've got, for your abundance visual, I have the ladybug back. I couldn't think of anything more appropriate for an abundance visual than this cute ladybug. So I brought her back. I brought my wolf back, and let's get going. Okay, so as a reader, I read minor arcana cards as messages about your free will, and major arcana cards as messages about your divine blueprint, which is the plan that you made for your life before you incarnated in order to encounter and hopefully learn certain lessons of life that when learned raise the vibration of your soul. Each lifetime your vibration gets higher and higher until you are able to reach enlightenment. Okay, so what we're dealing with here is somewhat of not really destiny or anything, because free will can change just about anything. There are times, though, when we write things into our divine blueprint that cannot be changed or avoided. That's when I usually get the Wheel of Fortune, but I do not have that for you in this reading. Okay, so what do we have here? These cards do not have reversed meanings except for the people cards, so I'm going to read them as manifested energy, okay? So here we have, oh, also I just painted my nails. I didn't have time to get all these little edges off of here. They usually wear off after a little while, but so please excuse my nails. All right, so here at the heart of everything, you've got the manifesting energy of the 10 of Boons. The boons are like the pentacles or the coins. This is your energy, earth energy, and this is happy family energy. This is the energy of the family that you come from. This is where you fit in. This is your respite as you walk through this forest. This deck sees the spiritual path, likens it to traveling through the enchanted forest. So you've been traveling there for a while and you come across this hut and you find all these people in there that you really get along with. Now, in other decks, the 10 of coins or pentacles is the family that you came from. But in this particular instance, this is like finding your soul family, which is what I usually say about the 10 of cups, okay? But that's what this is in this particular deck. And I wouldn't buy different decks if it wasn't for their different energies. So we're just going to stick with what they've got in here. And look at that. Oh, and they said, about this, I spent the whole weekend reading the book that comes with this beautiful, lovely, full-colored book that comes with it. It's so funny because it says that this giant dog is about to stand up, so grab a hold of your food. So I feel like there's an element of surprise, but it's kind of funny, or there's, you're happy and funny, laughter-filled home, maybe music-filled home. They're dancing, funny things happen with the animals. We love the animals. That is what is manifesting into your life. I think that's really beautiful. Okay, and so the energy that is crossing this 10 of boons, the manifesting 10 of boons, it's always read right side up, and we have more boons. This is the 5 of boons. This is kind of interesting. I feel like because this isn't fully manifested yet, you are currently feeling this way. Okay, like when I was telling the story of this card, you're traveling through the forest and then you come across this hut, and then you go inside and you find your soul family. Okay. But what I'm feeling is that right now here, this is you. And this is the hut that you have not discovered yet. Now the 5s are all change, and there is a big change waiting for you here in this card. Now these are little boys that have been abandoned in the forest. They're cold, they're starving, they're sad because they were abandoned. And so they're just keeping to themselves and trying to stay alive, and also staying in this sadness, okay? There's been, they're feeling sorry for themselves. If they were to stop feeling sorry for themselves and look around, come out of this sadness, they would see these magical strawberries that are all around them. They're right behind them. All they have to do is turn around and they'll have something to eat. Turn around, and as they follow this path of magical strawberries, because strawberries don't grow in the snow. Okay, so it's like the divine has changed nature for you, I just heard. The divine has created a miraculous way for you to find your soul family. Okay, so all you have to do is just stop feeling sorry for yourself and look up, look around, and you'll find this trail leading back to this hut, and that's where the 10 of Boons is. Because when I've been reading this particular card all last week, that's what I was saying about this, that these boys, if they would just look around and discover these strawberries, and that it makes a path to this beautiful warm-looking house whose door is open, they may find some people that have always wanted to raise a couple of boys, or just children in general, that maybe they'd, you know what I mean? Even if they'd have their own children, maybe they wouldn't mind them, you know, joining the family. I've been saying that all week long, and here it looks like this is actually the story for you. Okay, so you've been feeling out in the cold, but what you don't understand is this is manifesting for you. It's right behind you. That's really, really beautiful, and I'm sorry you're feeling this way, Virgo, because you are about to find warmth and joy and happiness. Okay, so this is the energy that is at the root of all of this, and this is the Eight of Visions. This is sadness and despair, okay? The story behind this card, okay, so first of all, visions is water, which is water energy, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. It's emotion, it's intuition, okay? And when I at first glance at this card, I thought this was different life stages of one woman. But when I read the story on it, this is several women that spent their entire lives looking and yearning for someone, whether they were widows or they had unrequited love. They spent their entire lives grieving. And so now they're spirits, and then that's all they do. So now the Eight of Cups is when you are emotionally fed up and you walk away. But this card has an element of never having walked away, staying in this sadness, staying in a place that will lead you to a dark future. When these women were born and they were little girls playing, they didn't say one day I'm going to die and be a restless ghost. Okay, so they were led astray by love. Okay, when we love something, we tend to get addicted to that feeling, and we feel like we need it all the time. And when we don't have it in our life anymore, we mourn for it. But you know, there's a period of mourning. If you mourn for the rest of your life, this is a waste of your life. You see? So this is kind of like two ways of saying this. This is where you're headed. This is where you've been. Sad and looking for something to fulfill you other than yourself. But, you know, we are social creatures. So that's why when they turn around and they go to find their house where they belong, their 10 of Boons, they'll be happy because, you know, humans are social creatures. But these poor souls may not even know that one another is there. being told to, well, I'm feeling like I need to look at the book. There might be something else here for you. Yeah, so what it says is withdrawing from life, extended solitude, the dangers of depression, being swamped by grief. This is disenchantment with life. Now, it says expressive grief is much healthier than quietly retreating into a world that denies all joy. It can be hard to begin again when your spirits are so low, so don't surround yourself with pessimistic companions. Seek wise guidance from those who have found their way out of the murk. So, you've been sad and lonely for a long time. So this is telling you this is the advice here. It's time to stop being so sad and depressed, and it's time to find something new. These are new people. These will be new people to these young boys. They don't realize that these people inside this hut are going to be so welcoming or such a big part of their lives. They don't realize that this joy is right around the corner. Okay, so the next energy that we read is the energy that's moving out of your life at this time. And here you have your own energy. You've been alone. This is the hermit. You've been a hermit. Now, the story behind this badger hermit is that he goes off by himself, not really to seek his own wisdom, but just sort of to have everything the way he wants it to be. He's not bothered, and he is able to focus on himself and learn, continue to read his books, and, study this, the way the universe works, and study themselves, and just, be themselves. But again, this is showing me solitude. But again, this is showing me that this is on its way out. Okay? You're on the verge of finding where you belong. Okay. Now, for me as a reader, these two cards are future cards. In your future, you've got the Weaver of Spells. Now, this is, okay, spells are wands, which is fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. It doesn't have to be a fire sign, though. This is a feminine energy. The Weavers are queens as well. So this, in other decks, this would be the Queen of Wands, okay? And this feminine energy, whether it's a man or a woman, this can be a man's energy, is this person is energetic, confident, in their power, beautiful. They are magnetic. They are, they're like a social butterfly, This is the kind of feminine that a lot of people are attracted to because she's so powerful, because she shines so brightly, because she's so amazing. There's an amazing fire sign, possible fire sign, in your future, Virgo. Okay, now the next energy that we read is this other future card here, and you've got the Two of Boons, the manifesting Two of Boons, okay? It's not manifested just yet, but the story behind this, now the Two of Pentacles is usually about, waffling back and forth or juggling your finances. So there may be something like that in this for you since I just said it, but this is mostly about making sure that you know what you're doing before you do it, okay? There is this, you see this guy here? This is a troll, okay? And in the Enchanted Forest, trolls are horrible cannibals. And if this guy falls off of this bridge, he is toast. He is going to be this ogre's breakfast, okay? So the questions behind this particular card are, you know, did he look under the bridge before he started to try to pass over it? Did he see that there was an ogre and then he's like, okay, well, maybe he didn't pack more onto what he's carrying, because if he loses his balance and he falls, he's dead. Okay, so there's mostly this element of being prepared. Okay, so this is earth energy. This is practicality. Okay, because he's obviously working really hard. To me, this looks like Libra scales too, and as a Libra, I like that. But there's a certain balance here that he's trying to keep. He's trying to balance the loads, but he's also balancing himself. He is, this is the balance between life and death. Okay, it's like going between two extremes. And so with that said, what I'm feeling is that, first of all, you need more balance in your life with all these sad, solitary cards. Okay? The balance to this is this. You see? This is the other extreme. These cards are your extreme solitude and sadness, and this is the other side of the coin, or this is the other boon. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's time, in this card, Spirit is saying it's time for you to expect the joys in life now. You've gone through enough pain, and everything needs to balance out. So that's why this Queen of Wands is coming in, this weaver of spells. Okay. So if one of these two future cards was going to happen first, I think it's going to be this one. It's usually this one, but there's been times when if one was upside down and one wasn't, then the one that wasn't would happen first because it was fully manifested. But I just believe that you need to see that this needs to flip first. This flip from the solitude. It's like a decision that you have to make to let this type of energy in, okay? Now, this is your hope card, and this is the manifesting energy of the Ace of Boons, okay? So this is a whole lot of your energy here, Virgo, earth energy. Now, this is like the Ace of Pentacles. This is the seed to be planted. But in this is like a gift that the toad is giving you. He's saying, you know, you're hoping for a new beginning. You're hoping maybe for someone to give you a gift of a new beginning. This is a magical ring this toad is giving you. This is toadstone. It's a toadstone ring. And if you look close at it, you can see there's a star right on there. And my guides just pointed that out to me to tell me that that star represents your hopes and your dreams, like the star card. You want a new beginning in life. You want to plant a new seed. You may even want to put down your roots somewhere else, like maybe move into a new house or a new city, or, you know, you want a new life. You're tired of this solitude. You're tired of this solitude, and it's beginning to manifest. It's upside down right now, but it's there. So keep hoping. Okay, so this is your environment or state of being card. Now, this is communication. This can be things like texts or, you know, private messages. This is a lot of fast communication. This can be, see, these owls are messengers. And the messages that they're bringing you right now, because this is your current state of being, is they're bringing you truthful messages. They say in the book that if you want to send somebody a silly message that doesn't mean anything, to send the crows, because they don't mind taking those kinds of messages. But the owls will not waste their time. The owls are wise. The owls only want to deal with what is pertinent, what is important. And so these messages, this communication that you're getting, whether it's through texts or emails or something, or it's fast, okay? It could be, you know, a phone call where you had this really fast-moving conversation, okay? But the Eight of Spells, which is Wands, which is a fast-moving energy. So somebody could have taken action quickly, but this is mostly about messages and important ones. So far you've got mostly earth and fire. Finally, you've got some air. And you do have water. Okay, so good. So you've got earth, air, fire, and water. So you're using all of the, everything that you can, all the energy that is available to you. Thank you. Okay? Now, here is the energy that is your fear. And this is the, and I would say the manifesting energy of the seeker of challenges, okay? But this is the Knight of Swords. Challenges are swords, okay? In this deck, they're called seekers, but he is exactly what he looks like. He is looking for a fight. Okay, this is, Knights are all bringers of change. And what he wants to change in your life is he, you know, maybe wants to prevent you from this happiness. And so he comes at you trying to pick a fight. But let me go ahead and get out the book here and read the shadow traits, because the people cards here have shadow traits, and that's how I'm going to read them when they're in the reverse. Okay, so when this seeker is in reverse, he is in his shadow traits, which is quarrelsome, ruthless in the attainment of his goals, belligerent, hot-tempered, attacks with no warning, and must win at all costs. Now, here's the thing with this guy, though. He's not very different when he's right side up, because when he's right side up, he's aggressive, forceful, skilled at confrontation, sharp-witted, sardonic, loyal in the marital sense, can't be bribed. So this is, you're afraid that somebody who can change things in your life, since, you know, Knights are bringers of change, you may be afraid of somebody fighting with you or bringing a fight to you. And now it could be an air sign, which is Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius, okay? Those are the swords. Yeah, someone who can change what you're hoping for. You're afraid that they're going to create some sort of conflict. And, you know, that just brings everybody's everybody's vibration down. And so you'd be, see, you've been sad and alone for so long that you're afraid that, I mean, you're not even really hoping all the way here. You're, okay. Here is the potential outcome for you, and this is the Four of Boons. And the boons are the pentacles. This is the Four of Pentacles, basically, which is the miser energy. Okay, there's somebody's holding on. Okay, somebody's going to be holding on to something. If you want them to give you something, whether it's their heart or even if you want to buy something from them or exchange something, they're going to want to hang on to it. Because the story behind this card is that these are ogre wives, okay? And they're in the forest with all these beautiful pies that they've created, and it looks like they're for sale, but whenever people come up and ask if they can buy one, as much as these ogre wives love money, they can't bring themselves to part with their pies. They just like, these are our pies, get out of here. It doesn't make any sense, okay? So there's going to be somebody that doesn't want to give, unless this is your energy, okay? You've been sad and depressed and alone, and maybe you're uncomfortable with the feeling of giving of yourself, of opening your heart up to somebody, okay? And I'm being shown this star again, just like the toadstone. If she gave this pie to you, it would be a gift, just like the gift of the toadstone ring, but she's not going to. Maybe there's something about, look, you're going to get this gift, but maybe you're asking for it from the wrong person. All right, so now here is the energy that is at the bottom of the deck for you. Okay, and this is the Nine of Boons. Wow, this is a lot about your energy, a lot about earth energy, a lot about earthly life, a lot about money. Okay, look at how cute she is. I wish it would focus. There we go. This is a brownie. She's a city brownie. Most of her kin live in the city, but she said to herself, nope, I'm going to go live out in the country. And that's where she is. She's independent. She needs nobody. She doesn't subscribe to, oh, little female brownies shouldn't live all by themselves. If you go live by yourself, you'll be poor. You won't have anything. Does it look like she doesn't have anything? It looks like she is very abundant. This would be the Nine of Pentacles in the regular tarot. And this is an independent feminine energy who needs no one. Someone that, you know, is good all on their own, and the only thing that they don't have is a counterpart. However, this energy for you is in the reverse. One reason for that is because you're coming out of this independent energy. And I think another reason for that is because you may not be quite as abundant as she is, okay? Because you're obviously independent right now. You've been in solitude, but she's upside down. So I just feel like the abundance part isn't quite there for you. All right, let's get your flower, okay? Let's get a flower card for you. Okay, yeah, here it is. The illustrator's name is Pierre Joseph Radotte. He lived from 1759 to 1840. Yeah, he painted the flowers at the Chateau de Malmaison, to paint the flowers in Empress Josephine's garden. He painted, Marie Antoinette hired him to decorate the walls of her chateau. All right, let's get these cards out and see what kind of messages the flowers have for you. Because I don't think that I need to clarify anything. These cards have been pretty self-explanatory. Well, for me anyway. Pretty clear. Okay. I haven't used these cards in a reading before. They're so pretty. I'm trying to shuffle these without putting like a deep nick into my freshly painted fingernails. Okay. Spirit, what flower would you like to give a message to Virgo? Thank you very much. Okay. Oh, you got two of them. You got Phlox and Violet. Oh, aren't they beautiful? So pretty, pretty, pretty. Let's do Phlox first, okay? Phlox, paniculata, unanimity and harmony. He who lives in harmony with himself lives in harmony with the universe. Marcus Aurelius, that is a very, very wise person. I see a lot of quotes from Marcus Aurelius, okay? So what this is telling me is that, yeah, you have got to get out of this depression, out of this sadness that you've been in, okay? Because once you live in harmony, if you're harmonious and happy by yourself, then what you're going to do is you're going to attract other people and other situations that are harmonious, okay? Right now, if you're stuck in a sad vibration, all you're bringing in for yourself is more sadness. The next one you have is the violet, okay? Faithfulness and modesty. Oh, modesty is the shining light that prepares the mind to receive knowledge and the heart for truth, by Madame Juzo. Okay, so faithfulness and modesty. Have faith in spirit that when you are harmonious with yourself, when you are happy with just being you, have faith that spirit will bring you everything that you're trying to bring in by changing your mind, about the balance of your life, okay? By saying to yourself, I'm going to make this decision, and my decision is going to be to stop being as depressed as I've been, to start finding joy in just being alive, to be grateful, to simply be alive, to be grateful for all the things that I have. When you start to feel depressed, just start making a list of things to be grateful for. And if you feel like, oh gosh, why am I grateful? Like maybe you live in an apartment and it's not very nice or something, and you say to yourself, why would I be grateful for this hole in the wall when you could like not live there? Okay, you might be out on the street. There's always someone else worse off than you. Just like there's always somebody more successful than you, there's always somebody more worse off. So you have to be grateful. Even if you were out in the cold without, like these boys that do not have anything but like one cloak between them, Imagine what they would be like if they didn't have that cloak. What if they didn't have any little bits of food at all? You have to be grateful. I know it gets hard. It's hard to lift yourself out of the swamps of sadness. I don't know if you've ever seen the Never-Ending Story movie, but in the Never-Ending Story, Artax, Atreu's horse, just lets the sadness of the swamp of sadness take him down. And that is basically a metaphor for the sadness of life itself, okay? It's like if you let it, this place will take you down, okay? There is plenty of stuff in the world to be depressed about, but that's why it is so much more important for everybody to look and see what is good about the world too, okay? We've kind of gotten used to constantly looking at what's wrong so that we can fix it, but we have to not forget to look at what is right and appreciate it. Okay, fairies, please please give some really good advice for Virgo on how to get out of the swamps of sadness. Thank you so much. At least two more cards, please. Sweet fairies, beautiful, lovely fairies. Tell us what's up. Two more cards, please. Oh, thank you. One more card, please. Just one more. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, so you got 4 cards, Virgo. Thank you, sweet, good fairies. Okay. Now, they're telling me, too, that these flowers, in this deck, there's flower pixies, but the fairies are also saying that these are from them, too. Okay, so solitude. Thank you. Think of being alone as meaning you are all one and in total harmony with everything. The greatest treasures are those that wait silently during your quiet times. So, like, I feel like that is definitely this is waiting silently while they're doing their quiet time, this house that you're ready to go through. But this is totally speaking with this card. That's why they just told me that this is from them too. The unanimity and harmony and your solitude. I mean, this particular card brings it all together. It's almost miraculous to me. It's just blowing my mind. So I'll say it again. Think of being alone as meaning you are all one. Not alone, all one. Do you see that? And in total harmony with everything. The greatest treasures are those that are silently, that await silently as during your quiet time. Gosh, spit it out, Allison. Okay. All right. Wow, that's a little mind-blowing, that one. Okay, inspiration. Be prepared, as you'll soon receive a visit from the fairy of inspiration. Come dusk or dawn, she can call at any time. Okay, so something is going to spur your inspiration. So if you get an idea right when you're going to sleep, and it doesn't matter how comfortable you are, trust me, I'm a writer. When you get something good, you've got to force yourself to sit up and write it out, or the next day you're going to be kicking yourself. You're going to be like, oh my God, that was so good, and now I can't remember it. Because we create really well right when we're meditating or going to sleep, or like when we're really relaxed. When we're relaxed is when we can hear the spirits, when we can hear our spirit guides. That's why people meditate. That's when we can hear the fairies. And so you're about to get some kind of inspiration that I think is going to help you make this decision. Okay, nature's signs. Be receptive to the subtle messages from nature as you go about your day. Nature talks to us continually. We need only open our hearts and minds. Okay, wow, she's with some badgers. Okay, this is crazy because there's been last week I got two cards with the badger on it, and of course this one is the hermit. And look at here, you've got some badgers going on here with her. And badgers are hard to get along with, which is one of the reasons he's put himself away so that nobody can badger him. Oh, and then that reminds me of this fear that you have. You do not like to be badgered. You do not like to be in any kind of argument. But what this is saying right here is like, see, say this is you. You're the badger and you're getting away from everybody because they annoy you, okay? But there's going to be somebody that accepts how you are. You're going to find someone else just like you. But this is, this is nature. She's representing nature. Nature accepts everybody. Nature loves everyone. Oh, look, there's a little otter right there too, okay? And these beautiful butterflies, there's a transformation that you need to go through. And this dark blue, this is an indigo color. Now, I feel like you're being told that you have to open your mind's eye, your brow chakra, so that you can listen to nature. That's why these are all this indigo color, because that's the color of your brow chakra. Now, once you start to see the signs from nature, how nature talks to us, how nature is talking to you, you will not feel alone anymore, because you will understand that you're not, that nature is always with you, that nature is always talking to you. And then hidden depths, something hidden is about to come to light, perhaps a secret or memory at the back of your mind. And when we expose what's hidden, we can become free. Wow. Okay. So now, you know what I'm feeling? Like maybe for some of you, this is a person who's going to come into your life and inspire you. For others of you, this is going to be your energy. When you feel this inspiration, when you feel that you're not alone, when nature says to you, Virgo, you're not alone, and I'm going to show you how special you are. This is the feeling that you're going to have, which is confident, attractive, smart. You got it together, and everybody's going to see you that way too. Wow, was a really beautiful reading, Virgo. I really hope that you enjoyed it. Let's see how much control you have over the situation. Oh, almost forgot to do that. I tend to forget that until the very end. Um, Now, I can gauge that by the number of major arcana to minor, and you've only got one. You've got the Hermit, and this is your energy. This is the most important energy. This is the most important message of this reading, okay? So it's time for you to come out of your solitude. It's time for you to experience gratitude and learn how to talk to nature. All right, Virgo, that's what I have for you at this time. See you next time.